Hey guys, so today I am going to be showing you a quick tutorial about how to make some really dry, flaky, just underwhelming eyeshadows work a lot better. So for this project, you'll need your eyeshadows as well as an oil. Now I have here an argan oil because I love it. It doesn't make my face break out and I just had it on hand. You can use something like baby oil, mineral oil, or you can use like even a vegetable oil like olive oil if you want, depending on whether or not it makes your skin break out. So anyway, for this project, I am going to be using this old LA Colors eyeshadow palette. I got this at the dollar store and the colors are not bad. I mean, they're actually pretty gorgeous, some of them, but they're very, powdery, they're very dry, they're very prone to just flaking. Now here, let me try to swatch the edge that I did not get the oil on. As you can see, this particular color, which I have already added the oil to, the corner that doesn't have the oil is all powdery and dry and just doesn't have good pigmentation. Now I dropped a drop of oil in the corner and gently sort of massaged it in with my finger to make this a lot more creamier and, just better staying power. But look at the difference. Do you see that? Let me try to get that corner again. Do you see the difference? Now, this color is an inexpensive color, so it did not have that good pigmentation to start with. But now it just goes on so much more smoothly. Like, it just so much more smooth, and when you rub, it stays a lot better. So while it doesn't have the best pigmentation, that was because the original color was just poorly pigmented. But now it's much more smoother, smoother and just overall a lot better. So just to show you what I did, I took my oil. Again, any oil will do. I just have argan oil because it's got this neat little dropper and it's pretty cool. And then you take it and you just drop a drop in. And I'm gonna do this for a couple of the shades that I actually like the most. And just leave it for a little bit. Just let the oil sink in a little bit. And then you can gently use your finger to sort of massage it in. And you'll see it turns really creamy. It's almost like making a cream shadow out of a powder shadow, only it's not quite that much. I mean, you could certainly add enough oil where it'll be a cream shadow, but I, just wanted it to sort of wet the powder a little. And as this settles, you'll get sort of a nice semi-creamy shadow. It's not going to be that pigmented. It's not going to be as pigmented as a higher end shadow, but it will have such, it will not flake off as much. It'll be less dry. It'll go on smoother and creamier. And it actually does last a little bit longer in terms of, how long the color will stay on your eyes without completely falling off. So there will be less fallout for those of you that are worried about that. But so yeah, I mean, it just so much better with the little bit of oil in there. But of course, at the end of the day, this does not solve the low pigmentation problem. This is only to make a dry, flaky eyeshadow that you like the color of work a lot better. It will not improve the actual color payoff. So I hope you liked this video, and please let me know if you tried this and it worked. I've looked for the longest time on a way to improve my, cheap eyeshadows, and this is really the only method I found that worked. I've tried things such as water, which, okay, applying it wet works, but once it dries, the powder does fall off quite easily, and I get all this fallout. Not to mention, it's just, it's just a little bit of a hassle to apply eyeshadow wet every morning. I've tried things such as using alcohol to repress the powders into a tighter form, but that just decreased the already meager, color payoff. So this way I found is working really well for me. And so yeah, I hope you enjoyed this and have a great weekend, guys.